I wanted to do a proper walk around video of this truck. It's the 76 highboy I picked up recently. So she's definitely been an old farm truck for most of her life. She used to have a winch there on the deck. I purchased the winch off the previous owner probably 2 years ago. I bought 2 winches and a bumper off the guy. This front winch was not there on this bumper. Typical cab rust. Surprisingly, this mount is not bad. Floors on this side aren't super bad. Again, some cab mount rust. Highboy, which just they use that term because the leaf springs are arched down, where the next generation they were flat or even slightly negatively arched. So these sat quite a bit higher. So it's not an actual name, it's just the name they were given. This one, they put airbags on it. There's a hitch, which is, nice. It does have a gooseneck hitch too. Spare tire mount over there. It has what looks to be, I'm assuming, some sort of gin pull, or maybe it had a wrecker of some homemade wrecker on it. That much I don't know. Never saw it. I was told it came out of Rocky Mountain House. So, if anyone watching this video happens to know the history of this truck, love to know. The inside is exactly what you'd expect. Messy, dirty. Some glove blocking a hole. Windshield totally shattered. Multicolored door cards. Might have to switch those out. The fenders on it are rusty in ways I haven't seen a lot that are rusted like that. So I'm not sure if they're aftermarket or what, or if they're just old. Truck I think was painted at some point, because she's got reasonably thick filler. This floor side's a little rougher, but again, not the worst I've seen. If someone was really wanting to, they could patch this cab together pretty easy. Could use a door, depending on what you're wanting to do with the truck. I will be selling this truck. I'm going to give her a tune-up. And then clean her up, and she'll be someone else's truck. 360 is my guess. Valve cover says 390. Most of these came with 360s unless they were ordered with a 390. It's possible. I'm not going to check the stroke because I really don't care. I will happily advertise it as a 360. But, again, it does say 390. But again, valve covers can be changed. It does not make that much of a difference to me whether it's a 390 or 360. They're both good motors. One just makes a little more power. But at the end of the day, they're practically the same. Surprisingly, the grill is in really good shape. I'm guessing this bumper was on it for most of its life. So that does help for grills to stay in good shape. Something I don't know why it's like this is 76, I didn't think they had the closed knuckle front end. So someone might have changed that. That could have been someone's, that's what they had to replace it with. Because I have a 75 over here. And it has the open knuckles. And again, I thought 74 was the last year that closed. I guess we can walk around this truck quickly too. So this is the one I'm keeping. And so this one has the open. And this one's a little older. I'm keeping this one because it's more untouched. And I've wanted to build a mud truck for a while. And so I can get rid of most of the body on this one because I have a good body for one of these. So I can keep all the parts that I want off this. I'll probably end up keeping the seat. Surprisingly nice black door cards. This door is not actually that bad. The outside's a little worse for wear. The other side's actually pretty nice. This box is up for grabs, as I'm not going to run a box on it for what I want to do. So if someone's looking for a good dual fuel door with a bottom corner toolbox box, this one's up for grabs. Yeah, this one's also, it says 390 on it. Again, this one's C, so it doesn't really matter. I have a reasonably mildly built 390 to go in it once I'm done with the truck that it's in. Can't remember. Yeah, so this door is pretty usable. So this door I'll probably keep. The cab I'll probably get rid of, depending. If I just have to patch floors and do some mild floor work, I'll probably keep it. But for now, it's just going to be pulling it apart, wrapping it up, and letting it sit, because it's just not on the priority list. But I've wanted a highboy for a long time, and this one's surprisingly in pretty good shape. Everything's relatively straight on it, so but she's been sitting. Someone started fixing it up because there's newer shocks on it, and someone started doing they put a new master cylinder on it, but I think they picked up the wrong one. So brake lines are half attached. It was someone's project. They started on clearly changing fenders, doors, putting a steering wheel on it, which it did come with all the hardware for the steering wheel. And so that's where this one's left. And this one's going to stick around for some time, hopefully. But yeah, that's the two highboys I picked up. Sort of starting to collect some four-wheel drive stuff. I've always had a few things, Broncos and this, and picked up this truck a little while ago, which is getting all these wrecker parts put together. This bent up wrecker has all the parts from my rust-free wrecker to go on this, just so that we have a little yard truck, four-wheel drive to use around here. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.